Hi there, these comments are for GP and I am Michael Buckoff, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the TOEFL online course, the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. So you made a comment over at my Facebook page. Let's take a look at it. So you said, hello sir, I gave my TOEFL on December 15th, 2013, and I got awful score of 69 out of 120. I registered for it again, you want to see here, on January 18th, 2014. Please give me some guidance. Thank you. All right. Practice and practice some more. That's probably one of the best things you can do. So I do have some tips for you. I would recommend at this point, what you didn't tell me is how high of a score you want to get. So let's assume you want to get 80 right now. All right, which would be acceptable for some graduate programs here in the United States. If you want to get 80, you're probably looking at, I'm guessing, about 60 days of good practice. And I would recommend maybe 3 things. You want to read about 45 minutes every day. You want to spend time listening to listening passages about 45 minutes. In the case of the reading, read magazines, newspapers, and longer books. In the case of the listening, you can practice listening to news programs, documentary programs, history programs, and especially science programs. So get in the habit of doing that between now and when you take the TOEFL test. Probably won't make a huge, it won't give you some great results for January 18th, but if you do these 2 things over a couple of months or maybe 3 months, you will notice you will definitely begin improving your academic English. Now, as you're reading and listening, focus on the main and the most important supporting points. Then, using your notes, you can either orally summarize the reading or listening passages, or you can practice writing summaries of those reading and listening passages. So either way, you're practicing the integrated speaking and integrated writing skills on the TOEFL IBT. So those 2 things are very important. Now the third thing is I'd recommend, I think you can benefit by enrolling in my TOEFL online course. Now I don't know if you will get the results you seek by January 18. That's a little bit soon, but what you want to do with me is you want to start posting pronunciation, speaking, and writing practice tests so you can get feedback. I can give you a score, I can recommend some lessons, you can review those lessons, learn that information, then you can post more practice tests to mark your progress. Even at my website, I have full-length IBT practice tests. They're 4.5 hours. They simulate exactly the TOEFL IBT test. So if you want to take one of my full-length tests so you can get used to the structure of the exam and you can mark your progress right before you take the real exam, that would also be important. Alright, so let's kind of review what I said in this video. So number 1, I said practice reading about 45 minutes a day. Number 2, I said do the same thing with listening. I also said using your notes, you can orally summarize those reading passages and listening passages, or you can write summaries of those things. I also recommended that you join my online TOEFL course where you can start posting pronunciation, speaking, and writing practice tests. And by the way, my online course will help you in all areas of the test. My TOEFL online course will help you improve in 7 key areas. In fact, GP, vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, reading, listening, writing, and speaking. And I even recommended that you take one of my full-length IBT practice tests before you take the TOEFL again, so you can mark your progress and become a little bit more familiar with the structure of the exam. I will even do an analysis of your practice test so you can see your weak points. Alright, anyway, thank you very much for your comments at my Facebook page, and Happy New Year 2014 to you, and all the best to your high-scoring TOEFL success.